Reacher Never Go Back is the sequel to Jack Reacher, a film that I watched for the first time the other day and I really wasn't a big fan of it. I'm just going to jump right into my issues with Jack Reacher Never Go Back because the positives of this film are the predictable positives. Tom Cruise is endlessly watchable in these types of roles. It's really fun seeing him go into a room full of 4 or 5 guys and just take them all out single-handedly, and he is super committed to his action sequences. But apart from a couple of good fight scenes, there's not really much else worthy of praise here. This film is very formulaic. You can tell exactly how it's going to play out from the second it starts, which is evident in one of the main plot points of this film that wasn't even advertised in the trailers, or at least none of the trailers that I saw, and it's the fact that Jack Reacher now has a daughter that he never knew about. So Jack Reacher sees the daughter on the street, the bad guys see Jack Reacher looking at his daughter on the street, so now the daughter is in the sights of the bad guys, so they can now use her as kind of bait to get Jack Reacher to come after them. You can tell where it's all going, can't you? The daughter in this film is used exactly how you think she's going to be used upon hearing that Jack Reacher now has a daughter in this film. She comes along so Jack Reacher can now grow close to her, he can grow more attached to her, he can start to care about her, and give him a reason to have her end fight in the film. It would have been fine if this plot point with the daughter was the secondary storyline of the film, but the film concentrates on it so much, it feels like that's pretty much what the film's about. Jack Reacher trying to connect with his daughter. It goes back to that plot point so much, you start to forget vital information with the other plot point where they're trying to find out who set up Colby Smulders' character, who's framed her for espionage. You start to forget some pieces of information in that storyline, so it's when it cuts back to that you're like, wait, what the hell's going on here? Who are they going after? What are they doing right now? And to make it even worse, the daughter character herself is such a stupid character. She makes some really stupid decisions in this film. They are on the run from bad guys, highly trained bad guys, and Tom Cruise asks her, do you have a phone? She's like, no, I don't have a phone. And then about 10 minutes later, boom, she has a phone, she's there texting, and I'm like, oh, you idiot, now they can track you to your location. Thank you, girl. Yeah, I can't even remember the character's name, so I'm just gonna call her Girl. And then later on in the film, they're hiding out in a hotel, they're trying to stay low from the bad guys, and what does she do? She sneaks out at night without waking them two up. Could you get any more dumb? Aha, yes you can get more dumb, because then at the end of the film when she's in the hotel by herself, she orders room service from a stolen credit card, allowing the bad guys to track her to the location when Tom Cruise is not there to protect her. And to make it even worse, come to the end of the film, the daughter plot point becomes a humongous waste of time. I can't get into it because it's spoilers, and I should want to spoil it because you shouldn't go watch this film, but some stuff is said at the end of this film and I'm just like, really? You've wasted our time throughout this entire film. Yeah, the daughter plot point really ruined this film for me, but you're probably wondering, what about the other plot line with the whole conspiracy espionage stuff with Colby Smulders' character? Funny thing is, that storyline is not even that interesting either. It's your basic conspiracy mystery stuff you've seen in hundreds of other conspiracy thrillers a million times before. Colby Smulders and Tom Cruise, they're following the trail, trying to find out who's involved with her framing, and it turns out some government people are involved. They're covering it up, they're being really shady. It's just, like I said, very formulaic and very predictable. You just see exactly where it's going to go. There's not even any plot twists in the film. There's no turns that it takes that really surprise you, like, oh my god, I didn't expect that. It's just a very by the numbers conspiracy thriller with a really crappy daughter angle in it. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell, was not a fan of Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Why is it even called Never Go Back? The subtitle just makes no sense in the context of the film. Tom Cruise was good in the film, he's as committed as ever to the action sequences, but the entire daughter angle completely bogged this film down into boredom for me. The actual conspiracy storyline was boring. It's two boring storylines going side by side, but funnily enough they put the most focus on the most boring of the two storylines, so all around the film is just boring. I'm gonna give Jack Reacher meaningless subtitle a 2 out of 5. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Jack Reacher Never Go Back and the first one if you want to, and if you want to see more of my stuff then be sure to click on one of the links right here.